Darren Hare, 2-2 here against Havant, and well, Dover is still in the hat.
Yeah, we're still in the hat. I think both teams before the game would prefer not to have had a replay, but you know, it is what it is, and you know, credit to our boys for keep going. I think over all reflections are we probably were a little bit fortunate to still be in the hat at the end of the game. To be honest, we weren't ourselves today, but yeah, we lived to fight another day.
Very strange goal at the end. Did any idea what happened?
Well, I mean, I think the conditions were starting to play a little bit of part in a bit of decision making with both teams, to be honest. And obviously, when the ball got out to AJ, sometimes you never know what you're going to get from him. And I'm sure he meant it to be a cross, but it's dipped in off the post at the death and saved our bacon, really. So I'm sure if you're asking him, he'll say no. He saw the keeper near post and he's chipped him far post, but I'm sure he tried to cross it. To be honest.
7 changes today.
Yeah.
How do you think the boys that came in did?
Well, it was an interesting one for the gaffer. Obviously, we have been on a run. We've had momentum, but we've also got a very, very busy festive period coming up with lots of games. And there's been players that have been in and around training well, that have obviously not been starting. So it was an opportunity for them today to have a start, and I think it was great that we had the opportunity to blood young Jack Smith at right back, one of the academy boys, and obviously give Joe a little bit of a run out. He's come from a professional football club environment where 23s football isn't quite the same as an up and at it sort of conference level game. So that was good for him to have a taste of what that level's about as well. But important for people like Cadell, Musa, those sort of players really who have been on the bench regularly for us that needed to get some minutes. And notwithstanding that, obviously then resting some of the players that we know we're going to need to potentially rely on over the festive period.
One bit of news before the game was that Ricky Modeste has come back to the club. Why bring him back?
Well, look, we're when we came to the club, obviously we had a squad of players here, and it's taken us a while to sort of work out what players that we wanted to keep and what players perhaps needed to go out and get some games, what players we maybe needed to let go. And the chairman's been great with the gaffer on that. And but when a player like Ricky Modeste comes available, obviously the Dover fans will know him well, but he's the sort of player that the way we want to play, that could give us an extra dimension, going forwards especially. So I think we're not far off now. I think if I look at the group as a whole, obviously the performances are stating that as well. Recent performances in the league, I think we're not far off having a squad that we can say, right, come on, let's have a right good go at keeping up in this division.
Quick word on Tuesday night, the replay. Do you anticipate keeping a similar side that played today?
I think we'll have a chat about that. I mean, I'm sure that the gaffer will think, closely about that one. As I said, we've got the Barnet game coming up, obviously on the Saturday, and then as well as I do, it's games thick and fast over Christmas. So one of the reasons why we played some of the other boys today was to get some minutes in their legs, with the view that we might rotate it a little bit over Christmas. But I would imagine we'll go down there and we want to try and win the game. I'm not being funny with the team that we had out on paper to start with. For me that was good enough to go out and win the game. I know the gaffer felt that, otherwise he wouldn't have picked it. We didn't go into this competition wanting to go out of it. And I think on reflection, we're not best pleased with the performance overall, but glad that we kept going and managed to sneak a goal at the end.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Right, cheers, mate.